أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، ونصلي ونسلم على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه. My dear brother, my dear sister, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I picked up some new interesting news, health news, medical news, social news, many of it related to Islam, to our belief, etc. Let me start with this hot issue I think is debated today in Parliament. Smoking in car, with children in the car. Inshallah they will do banning. There is big demand now to ban smoking inside your car. You're driving, smoking, next to you, behind you, children, wife, family. This is criminal to allow that. It's allowed till now. I hope they're banning. At least for the sake of the children, for the sake of your wife. We know they are not smoking, but indirectly they smoke in your cigarette. What they call it? Passive smoking. Second-hand smoking. So they're debating it. And last week there have been a big petition by British doctor. Many they sign against smoking in car with the children. Ideally, you should not smoke at all, whether there are children or there are no children. But at least have some respect to the health of your children. By the way, this should be applied to house too. I don't know if they will wake up one day to go far to the house. Your children should not be around you, next to you while you are smoking. Passive smoking, second-hand smoking. There are many statistic figures. People who never smoke, they die from smoking disease because of passive smoking, second-hand smoking. This should be supported by Muslim doctors. All of them, 20,000 Muslim doctors in Britain, should be supported by ulama and mufti. And the ulama and mufti and imam should mention it in Friday prayer. Should mention it. And to make the case strong, to win, you know, the Western way, the English way. You write letter to your member of parliament. 2 lines, 3 lines. I'm British citizen, you don't need to talk on Islam. Or say I'm Muslim. I'm British citizen, I live in your constituency. I would like you to support the bill to discuss in Parliament against smoking in car with children. This is the way things move. I told you before, I repeat, unfortunately, most Muslims quiet. They don't use this big weapon to ask your member of Parliament, who die for your vote at the election, as you know. We should write to Prime Minister. We should send letter to newspaper, letter to editor, etc., etc. Why I'm raising this issue, my dear brother and sister? Because the reality, smoking among Muslims in Britain higher than the English. Did you know that? Shocking statistic. Bangladeshi smoke, Pakistani smoke, Indian, Arab smoke, high level. The English, the Scottish, the white, the non-Muslim, lower. This is a disgrace, a big disgrace to the Muslim, to Islam. You, Muslim, should be wise, should avoid, and as you know, I always tell you, over 500 Islamic fatwa in the world, smoking forbidden, haram like alcohol today, fatwa, you know, and still Muslims smoke. And I told you before, there is another big reason, apart from damaging your health, about 25 diseases, lung cancer, heart disease, etc. We discovered in Australia, leaked report, some smoking company put alcohol, pork substance porcine substance. Doubly haram. Doubly haram. Obviously, we are not discussing smoking here, but I thought Muslims should react. A duty of Muslim in any country to support what is right, what's halal, what's healthy, what is Islamic. We don't do it here in Britain or in the West. 1 per million, 1 per 10,000, who does it? You know? So when there is any issue in your society, my dear brother and sister, now in Britain, we should be all coming. There should be petition by ulama, by Muslim leader, by Muslim Council of Britain, you know, by all organization. We support the prohibition of smoking in car to protect our all children, not only Muslim children, all children. This is a hot issue today. I thought you should be aware, and we need to address our Muslim man, husband who insists on smoking at home next to children and wife. This is very serious, very criminal. They do it. To address the issue of still, whatever you do, the husband smoke, driving with him children, going to school, bringing from school, etc., etc. It's an issue, very important health issue. Lately, I have written a big article on what should we do in every Muslim country, titled "Smoking is endemic in Muslim country." Funny enough, we are not living here in Muslim country, but endemic among our own Muslim community. They smoke more than the English, the Scottish, the white, non-Muslim. It's a big problem. So this is, I thought, encouraging to support, inshallah. We need to do, you know, the weapon in this society, 2-minute job, 2 lines. Put your name and address. You should know who is your member of parliament, MP first. His name, his email address, his surgery, clinic, his office, to meet him. But the best, the easy, the shortcut, without paying, email. I recommend strongly. 2 minutes. Only find out the email, easy. When you go to the list, member of parliament, you know, there are many websites telling you who, or library will tell you who's your member of parliament, what's his email address. Next door neighbor to you, English, non-Muslim, he will tell you who is a member of parliament and his email address or her email address. We should support this new bill, very important, in order to protect the health of our children, not only our children, all children. And hopefully by reducing the amount of smoking, you're helping the husband, the man, the woman who smoke, to have less smoking in some place, in the car, etc. You know, now they succeeded today. It's well done by British government, I must say. No smoking in buses, on the train, in the airplane, in restaurant, in public place. You know, very good. I wish the Arab, the Muslim, the Pakistan, Bangladesh, Egypt, I wish all Arab Muslim countries, they do the same. It's a mess. It's a mess in our own Muslim country. Here they progress. No smoking. In car, in taxi, or not in taxi, in buses, in airplane, in the train, in a restaurant, in office, in job, in work. Excellent. You know. But as I said, this bill will help. Ideally, the best way of help to do effort to prevent people to think. Ideally, we should work on it for the future. To prevent people smoking. Education. For Muslim, Islamically, fatwa, and medically. What does smoking to the person? 25 disease, damage, cancer lung, disease in the heart, etc. And if they smoking, to treat, to stop, to squeeze the smoker in many places, not to smoke, and to make program to quit smoking. Many people quit smoking, and the best time, as I always say, Ramadan, to stop smoking, inshallah. Working mother, third of working mother love to be at home. Daily Mail, 7 February. You know, today to work as a wife, as a mother, is the norm in our society. We know Islam did not prohibit that, but Islam encouraged women to be full-time mother. And the husband, the man, should have income, salary, not to force women to work to cover the expense of the house. They should address it here in Britain, tax system, and the income of the husband to be, etc. But now, there have been many, in fact, this is law. I had many study before, 2/3 or majority of women love to be at home, not working, to be with the children, to be housewife. Human nature, woman nature. Majority of people, women working, mother. Obviously, I'm talking about mother with children. It's easier when you are not married, maybe. It's easier when you're widow, divorced, no children, etc. But working mother with children, left to nanny, to nursery, to childminder. This is not the right way to bring up a healthy, stable, mature children and safe from abuse. Mother have got the kingdom, the palace. I said before last week, palace at home. There are many organizations now, Mother Matter, full-time mother, non-Muslim, campaigning to bring mother back home. And there should be less tax on the husband when the mother working, looking after the children, less tax. Or salary should be higher to avoid forcing his wife to go get money to survive. This is the wrong way in the budget and tax system here in Britain. So look now, many of these English women and mother, which is, by the way, fashion. It's not only necessity. I'm equal to man. I should work, do job like him. Crazy idea. The best job. Blessed by God, by all prophet, by all religion, to be full-time mother at home. The highest paid job by God. Funny enough, some government in Europe, in France, in maybe Denmark or Sweden, they're asking mother, the paying mother at home looking after children. Can you believe that? Non-Muslim. To look after children at home. We know today the problem when children have not been brought up properly and fully in the first few years. How they are damaged psychologically. They could be abused outside the house by other people, etc. And very important, the woman feel guilty. She's working in the office in a company, but believe me, there have been many studies. She's thinking frequently about her child. Is he safe? Is she okay? Is she suffering? Natural feeling, motherhood. The West, the secular, immoral West, is trying to suppress today by making new law encouraging women, get out of the house, get out of the prison. Unbelievable. We need to change. Thank God. I told you before, there's a lot of good Christian, Catholic and Christian believer. They believe like what I'm telling you. Full-time mother, looking after the children. Very, very important. Now, at least third. And as I said, I believe the other study, 2/3 or majority, if there is no need for money, she loves to be at home and look after the children. I raise this issue because we need to be very careful also about our young Muslim daughter, Muslim wife, etc., because they feel it's normal, it's encouraged, it's okay, it's halal. We know it's halal to work, but within Islamic ethic, and guidance, So they take it, I have to work, I have to have a job, I have to work, I have to have a job, etc. Women should not be forced to go to the work market and to look for a job, to travel, wake up early in the morning and leave the children somewhere, travel public transport, suffering, cold, rain, around men, abused, sexual harassment, house burgled frequently, nobody in the house, etc. We have many big problems when the Mother not at home. It's a big subject, you know. Islam encourages motherhood a lot. Motherhood, I mean, we have children. You have the biggest job to teach. You are a teacher. You are a nurse. You are a psychologist. You are a cook. You know, to cook for the children. You are a driver. You are a DIY at home, the mother. She can do a lot of things. So many jobs. You remember, I told you before, it's rising now. There have been, you know, insurance company. Very cleverly they done that. And I thank them for that. They counted how much we should pay the mother for the job she is doing at home. I don't want, by the way, when I finish this, the wife to get angry with the husband, ask him, give me money. It's up to you, between you and her. I don't want some people getting angry. The insurance company, they counted at least £40,000 you should pay the mother at home. Nursing, instead of childminder, etc., babysitter, cook, cleaner, DIY, driver, shopping, taking care of the child day and night. They counted, if you employ people from outside to do this different job, 20 jobs unpaid. Paid by God, by the way. Unpaid. 20 jobs. About 20 jobs she does it. If you bring people, professional, to do each of these jobs, they say at least you have to pay £40,000. Ya salam. And this good wife, Muslim wife, she does it for nothing. She obey Allah, she obey Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She take care of her children. She's not asking for a penny. You save, your wife at home saving you £40,000. Do you know now, latest statistic, about 20% of the budget salary of people going on childcare, nursery, babysitter, the woman is working. They're losing a lot of money. They're very expensive to get someone to look after your child, you know. Can you appreciate your wife, my dear Muslim husband? Or non-Muslim husband? She's mother at home. She should have been paid £40,000. What I mean, $70,000 a year. About. Do we think about it? No. Do we appreciate the wife? No. Very few do. Motherhood. For the health of the child. For stability, maturity of the child. For the health of the woman. You got 2 years breastfeeding. If you follow Islam properly. You cannot do work. Difficult. You have to be around. You breastfeed at your convenience. Easy. Lying in bed at any time. You know. You are in charge. Don't tell me I take the child and go. I know it's good to carry on breastfeeding outside, but you will not be comfortable like you are at home. So, we need to be aware of the issue of working mother and how much side drawback can be and how much many people, believe me, if 95% of the women working in our society, they can get extra money to stay at home, they will stay at home. They don't want to work. It's suffering today, especially if you live in London with the underground. So crowded, buses, cold weather, rain, snow. Poor woman suffering like that. She should be rested. Let the man suffer. Let the man sweat. Let the man do the work for you and get you the money. Beautiful treatment in Islam to the woman. Don't be surprised. I read before some English women, non-Muslim women, converted to Islam. They been asked, they say, we notice the woman respected, she doesn't have to work. This is what they said. They were attracted, they see Muslim husband, wife at home, mother at home, looking after her children. They were attracted to marry a Muslim husband and to declare Shahada because of this rest Rest. You don't have to be in the working market to struggle and suffer to get some money. And now most of this money, the work mother, they pay a lot of it to nursery, etc., and to child mandarin. Last week, there have been United Nations attack on the Vatican and Catholic. This subject is close to me because I have been working closely with Catholic and the Vatican Holy See in over 10 international United Nations conferences in Cairo, Beijing, Rome, Istanbul, New York, Hague, etc. I was happy to see them, what they're doing, to see them speaking up for God value in all United Nations conferences. Now, last week, Committee on the Right of Child in Geneva, last week, Switzerland, made a big report. They are right in one way only. They're attacking sexual abuse of children by the priest in Catholic Church. This is very bad, no doubt. Every human being, whatever your religion, you say, zero tolerance. We do not accept any priest to abuse sexually a child. And I think maybe over the decade before, they are not coming out strongly. The Vatican, the Pope, the Bishop, and they used to cover up, maybe, I don't know, and keep it secret, not to report it to police. It's although in the last maybe 10 years or so, they have been waking up to be strict, to report, to kick out, to sack. They're improving, I think, a lot lately. And to report to police any priest abusing sexually child in the church. So the whole media talking about that. I think they have right to do that, but in the same time they have to give justice because there have been a lot of improvement on this issue in the Vatican by the Pope and by the Catholic. They are not still sitting, blind, not looking, not checking, not taking out the priest from the church. They're doing a lot, But we need zero tolerance, and all Muslim, all Christian, all human beings should support that, what the United Nations Committee on the Right of Child last week mentioned, or 2 weeks ago, mentioned in the Vatican, in Geneva, about sexual abuse of children. But to finish this bit, which is important, which we all agree with the United Nations, allow me to express my Islamic belief on this issue. And I hope my Catholic friend do not mind me mentioning that, my Christian friend. It is because of this forced celibacy, no marriage for the priest. I believe this is the main reason. Allah Almighty has created man with hormone, testosterone, with testes, with sperm, manufactured every day, with desire to sleep with a woman in marriage. They prohibited marriage of priest, and the priest taking it on the children. If I have a humble request to give to the Pope, to give to the Bishop, Archbishop, and Catholic priest, please allow your priest, as they do in Church of England and others, to marry. Otherwise, it's going to be the same problem, whatever you do. They have got desire. Where do they go? They are not allowed to get married. They have sexual desire. They are not allowed. In front of them, innocent, nice-looking children, obedient children, simple children, naive children. They sexually abuse them. And this problem is going to stay forever. I'm saying it. Because Allah Almighty has created our organ to be used in the right way, as prescribed by God. Man, forbidden in Islam to be celibate, as you know. You cannot stay forever without marriage. Never. Some Muslim might do that. Woman or man, don't say, I don't want to get married at all. You cannot do that in Islam. It's like an order in Islam to get married. Even at the end of your life, The Sahaba and early Muslims, they used to say, you get married at the end of your life. If you are widow or divorced or anything, you don't stay without marriage. So human nature, desire should be satisfied in a natural, legal, blessed relationship with high reward, with production, children. Marriage, heterosexual. Man with woman, woman with man. Not like they're doing today, gay marriage. You know, already we say it's sinful, homosexuality, and now doubly sinful to say we're getting married to each other. You know, we cannot. Muslim, Christian, Jew, all people of faith or no faith do not agree with this new style of sinful haram relationship, you know. So I think to solve this problem from the root, I don't know if they do it, although I saw in some Catholic paper some cry, shouting, let's our priests get married, Catholic. As I said, other Christian denomination, Evangelical Church of England, Protestant, priests allowed to get married. And this is why you hear less. You don't hear much sexual abuse of children in the priest, other priests, you know, who are married to a wife, generally. So this is a serious problem, and I love to take personally the issue with the new Pope Francis, who look understanding and open and simple and loving and caring, as I see, comparing with other Pope, you know. I hope to put it myself to him one day, writing to him or meeting him perhaps, I don't know. I done 2 meetings with the previous Pope, not the one before that, John Paul II. I had 2 meetings with the 2 Pope, and I put Muslim letter and cooperation working together on common divine value. We need it badly. Otherwise, we're all going to be destroyed and finished, Muslim and Christian and all other. The tide of immorality so strong, the tide of forbidden way of life so strong, the secularists, materialists, you know, sexual immorality, and they're coming even to our marriage to take it from us. For 2 men to get married, 2 women to get married. So anyway, I feel strongly this male priest, bishop in the Catholic Church should have their own natural desires satisfied as God wants. And forgive me, I'm not a scholar in Christianity, but I don't think Jesus or anything in the Bible say you should not get married if you are a man of God or woman of God. The same applies, by the way, to none who do not get married. I don't think this is right too. She got ovary, she got egg coming every month, you know, then period, she got all body physiology looking for a man. The physiology, internal physiology, all her organ, sexual organ, you know, the reproductive organ, they're all dying to have a husband. And I don't think none should stay none like that, you know, without a man. I don't believe Christianity or Jesus has stated, asked to do that. And as you know, in the Quran it's mentioned, رهبانية ابتدعوها, that they made this celibacy, whether nun or priest, in the Catholic Church. So this is what I feel to deal with the root problem. But anyway, I'm bringing this subject for other things. As I was so happy working with Catholic in over 10 international conferences, working with Catholic in Britain, I found them so close to many of my Islamic beliefs. We work together in the United Nations against adultery, against abortion, against homosexuality, against birth control, against promiscuity. And we work together in the United Nations. They're campaigning for this, which I find it in Islam, the same value. Chastity, motherhood, protect the life of the unborn child, no abortion, taking care of the children, discipline, parental responsibility, you know, and as I said, no birth control, etc. Beautiful value. I had good experience. I don't think, maybe I'm the only Muslim in the world who had this long, beautiful experience, working, linking in a way. Obviously, I've been working in 11 over 10 United Nations conference all over the world, linking with Christian NGO. We meet together every night, what to do next day, etc. and hundreds of Christian NGOs from France, Germany, Britain, etc. And I'm thankful to SPAC, Society Protection Unborn Children, who sponsor me, paid my airplane, my hotel, my food. And I used to work with the Christian in all these United Nations conference. It shows you how much we have got together, Muslim and Christian, to work together, especially the Catholic. So what annoyed me and annoyed all Catholic 2 weeks ago, this UN Committee on the Right of the Child, they moved from sexual abuse, which they have got point to criticize the Vatican or the Catholic Church, to ask the Catholic and Pope and Vatican to change their Christian teaching. This has gone too far. You should allow abortion. You should allow sex education for children and to have the right to sleep around. They made many items in this report, which on the surface nice, about no sexual abuse of children in the Catholic Church, etc. Here they gone too far. And I made a report about it really. I sent it to some Christian, especially media. And I felt even Muslims should defend the Vatican and the Catholic Church and the Pope for the great belief they have, which we have in Islam. As I said, we work in the United Nations campaigning for about 15 issues. Woman issue, child issue, moral issue, family issue. They are good in family, by the way. Mother and father, heterosexual, to marry, motherhood, and no sex before marriage, no sex outside marriage, no contraceptive, etc. They believe in procreation, as we believe, Muslim too, having many children, good children, hopefully, etc. So I feel the whole world was unjust. United Nations Committee on the Right of Child was very unjust. They were interfering. And I said, attack on this Christian value of the Catholic Vatican is an attack on our Islamic teaching. I said it clearly like that. I feel they like attacking. This means when I call as a Muslim in my life to this value which the Vatican Catholic Church are campaigning for, they will attack me too. We should cut it from the knob. Stop it from beginning. Because they will come to us too, Muslim. And on issue, moral issue, family issue, life issue, abortion, etc. And here they got it wrong. The United Nations Committee on the Right of the Child. And I feel they should be told off. They should apologize to the Catholic Church and Vatican. They have no right to interfere to change the Christian belief. I'm talking about the true Christian belief of Jesus, peace upon him. The Christian belief which are the same in our religion, Islam. The same, especially all this value, divine value, common agenda, common good. We work together in United Nations. Allah honor me to be involved in this, and I would love to talk about this issue, United Nations, in many TV and radio, etc. And because Muslim all non-existent. I find myself on my own most of the time in all the United Nations conference. And here we have got a space, field, platform to work together. To stop this madness, anti-life, anti-God, anti-man, anti-morality, anti-family. We need to stop it. It's coming from the top, United Nations, to make law all over the world. And Muslim neglectful to this key strategic place. To go as NGO for any good cause you're working for society, to register, to attend conference, etc. Next month there will be the big conference on women. And again, a lot of issue. They're propagating. I attended Beijing, 1995, about women in China. And they're pushing the same agenda which undermine the position of women in Islam, undermine the position of women in Christianity, undermine the position of women generally, and to be changed, to be secular, immoral, extreme feminist, etc., etc. So I feel here it was wrong, United Nations, to push, to interfere with the Christian belief on the child, family, morality, sex, children, so many things, which to me is the same. Wallahi, I swear, I have been eyewitness. I have been seeing the Holy See, the President of Vatican, in all this UN conference, how they speak up. And Muslim representative, half asleep, keeping quiet, they don't understand what they're talking about. It annoys me. I have a lot to say, by the way, about my long experience in United Nations, working with the good Christian believer, people of the book, Ahl Kitab. I love to discuss it on many other TV, in Arabic, in English, how we can change the destiny of mankind today. We can change a lot of destiny of mankind if we work together on the common value. I know we have some difference, we respect each other. But you cannot do it on your own. I say it clearly myself. You Catholic Vatican, you cannot do it on your own. You Christian Church of England, you cannot do it on your own. Even you Muslim, it seems you cannot do it on your own. And Islam encourage, shake hand, work together. We don't want abortion. You don't want abortion. We don't want abortion. You don't want zina. We don't want zina. You don't want birth control, population control. We don't want population control. We don't want. You want motherhood. We want motherhood. You want parental responsibility. We want parental responsibility. We have so many common, and we are two hands separated. Time has come to work together. And I go back to my reason about this issue, United Nations. I feel Muslim, really, if they know the Catholic teaching, the proper Catholic, the original teaching of Jesus, peace be upon him, they should be reacting to not only Vatican, Catholic defending themselves. We Muslims should be defending haqq, truth, coming from any place in the world. If somebody coming in Germany, in America, prohibit alcohol, you should be jumping to support this new campaign. If somebody came in Britain say chastity, no sex before marriage, coming from Christian, because Muslims are keeping quiet and sleepy, we should come out and support any good campaign. And as I said, my involvement for the last 25 years with a lot of Catholic Christian organizations in Britain and some in America, in Canada, in France, made me so clear about their belief and what they're campaigning for. And I hate this misunderstanding, isolation between two major religions, Islam and Christianity. Is not right for people in the West, especially for Muslims in the West. They should come out, have a cup of tea with Catholic or Christian believer, those who follow the basic teaching of Jesus, peace be upon him. After all, as you know, we all came from the same God. The same God to Moses, Judaism, same God to Jesus, same God to Muhammad, peace be upon them. Same God, same teaching. You remember I told you the hadith before that the Prophet said, he said all prophets before him and Moses and Jesus, they built a house called Islam. Look, listen to that. I love this hadith. He said there was only one hole missing or empty or gap in the house of Islam. Can you believe that? The whole message of Islam, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, I am this piece to fill this gap. But the house of Islam has been built before. Allahu Akbar. We don't have a new religion. We have not invented Islam as a separate religion as people do it today. As even many Muslims think we are a new separate religion. They all came with the same message, same divine value. From Abraham to Lot to Yusuf, Joseph to Moses to Jesus to Muhammad. We all should be celebrating the house of Islam. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he didn't say, I bring you new religion, I bring you new house of Islam. No. So humble, so honest, so realistic. He said, the house of Islam has been built before me. There's only one gap. There's one gap, one hole. I'm filling it up by my message of Islam. Beautiful. So I hope some Muslims react as I reacted against this attack on the original teaching of Christianity, which we have, which we share. Because if you keep quiet, allowing them on the Catholic, they will come to you, definitely, when we share the same belief. May Allah guide me and guide you to the right path, Sirat Mustaqim. Thank you for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.